Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. It's time for a movie review. Today we're going to be talking about Aquaman. Badass!
Mommy! Oh, you put my eye out. I'm going to sue you.
I love the delay. That's right everybody, welcome here to Pop Culture Philosophers. Today we're going to be talking about Aquaman, the 2018 film. It just came out from the DCEU. Is it still the DCEU or is it just an Aquaman movie?
It's an Aquaman
I don't know. I think it's just an Aquaman movie. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is
Jelani Bullard.
This is
Brooks. And
we are your man on the scene tonight. We're going to be talking about... Yeah, we got a prop. How cool is that? Here, take that.
Awesome.
Do what you will. So tonight we're going to be talking about Aquaman. We just recently watched it. I thought it was an alright movie. I thought it was pretty decent. I don't think it was the worst movie. I don't think it was the best movie. It's not my favorite movie of the year. It's not my favorite superhero movie of the year. It's not my favorite DC movie ever. But I really did like it. These guys know. Fans of this channel know. I'm a huge Aquaman fan. I love Aquaman. It's surprising to me that we even here are at a point in my life where we have an Aquaman movie. And it's a big deal. Yeah. Like during Christmas. Exactly. And this is going to be a successful film, guys. And I can feel it. It's going to be... Let's put it back over here. Yeah, bring it over here. I'm going to hold it. So, anyway.
He's just knocking
I really like... I thought this movie is alright, though. For an Aquaman film, it's pretty dope. It's awesome that we even have it. But for me, it's got some tonal issues. It's got some pacing issues. It's got some dialogue issues. It's got really cheesy dialogue for me at times that maybe would work in a comic book, but doesn't work in a movie. Jason Momoa, I think, has a certain amount of charisma, but not as much as a leading man usually, or leading woman, would usually have to give.
Well, he has a lot of support in this one.
He does have a lot of support.
Especially, like, Mira's with him most of the time.
Yeah.
So he has, at least somebody with him.
Absolutely. And they do flesh out the rest of the characters. They tell a lot. They're like every bit of idea that Jeff Johns ever had about Aquaman is thrown into this movie. I thought it was alright, though. I thought it was pretty good. It's a fun movie. It's got a lot of fun jokes to it that hit really hard. It's got some cheesy dialogue. It's got some pacing issues. It's got some structure issues, in my opinion. But ultimately, it's a fun movie that I think a lot of people are going to like. Jelani, what'd you think about Aquaman?
Well, I've been against this entire universe for as long as it's been around.
Really?
As long as it was announced.
I did not know that.
Yeah. There was Man of Steel. Who knew?
You one of those guys?
Yeah. And then you get Justice League. And you get Justice League with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. And he is such a bro in this movie. And he's just, my man, I dig it. In this film, they tone all of that down. He's still that guy. And he's still... whatever, he has that bro mentality about him. But at the same time, he carries himself well as Aquaman. I like this film. Like, I'm very surprised that they got Jason Momoa to begin with. Like, it was an odd choice, but it felt like that would be the right way to go. Yeah. And he's the size for it. He's intimidating. He's got that look where he looks like he mess you up.
Yeah, right.
So... I get it when you're telling a story, you want to have a character that's going through like a lot of different things. Like it kind of felt like Black Panther.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like it's kind of the same story.
I think this movie. I think while they were making this movie, they watched Black Panther and they're like, "Oh shit, we got to change our movie a little bit."
Yeah. So I mean, it's a good film. Like I like the length of it.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
They do build some worlds though.
I mean, Atlantis is kind of, it's built on a little bit, but it's not like the focal point.
It's like all of Atlantis,
like Wakanda was in Black Panther.
Maybe it should have been.
Yeah.
Right? Like, maybe
they could have used a little more, like, of the, maybe the mythos of Atlantis.
I feel like the Atlantis scenes worked probably better than any of the above water scenes in this film, to be honest with you. And the majority of the movie, I think, does take place.
Yeah. And it's not overbearing on CGI. I thought that was just
now, there's a lot of CGI.
There's a lot of it.
Obvious.
But, like, it deserves to be there, the way they have it set up. It looks bright and shiny in parts where it needs to be. When they're going, there's a scene where they have to go into the Mariana Trench, and it's the trench.
Oh, the trench.
And the monsters in the trench are so clean. Like, it's like a dance. And it looks like, I don't know, it's beautiful. So I'm glad that it looked great, even though it didn't look so good in the trailer to me. They followed through, and they probably made some changes after that. I don't know, but it looks spectacular. I liked the cast. There was no one that I felt was really flat. Everybody played their parts well. The best was Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe in this film.
And Dolph Lundgren in this movie.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Like, wow, he's actually... He's not
like,
even too bad.
and you get good characters, and I like Nicole Kidman in this movie.
Do you not typically like Nicole Kidman?
She's all right. She's not terrible, but I mean, to put her in this film and in the role she played, and the love chemistry between her and Aquaman's dad.
It's just another step in Scientology losing more of their grip on Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Sold it though.
I'm watching the Scientology show.
Yeah.
There you go.
They sold
it's a show about
story.
Scientology?
Yeah, it's a Scientologist.
Doesn't matter. Why are we talking way too much about it?
Yeah.
We're gonna be flagged. We're gonna be we're SPs now. Anyway, so you liked it.
I liked it.
Surprisingly so. Jelani actually likes a DC film.
And that's what I was getting to. The point I was getting to was that the DCU has put out just such crap. Just garbage. And the fact that Wonder Woman was your saving grace, but then you hit that third act trash can monster that just threw it off for me. But this I enjoyed, and I can almost say I might enjoy it more than Wonder Woman. And I like Wonder Woman. So I liked this movie a lot, and I was very shocked. Plus, no Ben Affleck, so we're good.
You know, I'm very shocked as well. So you like it. You think it's pretty solid. Brooks, what do you think about this movie Aquaman? And I just realized we left that light on. So will you turn that light off real quick? That's not supposed to be on.
It's so bright.
There's a light switch at the bottom, at the base of where the bulb is. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
At the bottom. The very, very bottom.
Okay, I see.
The tibia. Yeah, there we go. Now you won't look so harsh. So since you're not going to be so harsh, light-wise, maybe you can be harsh in the movie. I don't know. What do you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I was entertained, and they did a good job of balancing, the humor and the dramatic stuff. I think all the characters, were good. Everybody got enough time to at least get established.
Yeah.
And I thought Jason Momoa
established.
did a much better job as Aquaman in this than he did in Justice.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And in Justice League, he's way too over the top. Like, he's trying so hard to be cool.
Yeah.
He's trying so hard to be Gene Simmons, Rob Zombie.
He's not
Ted Nugent of the new Aqua generation.
Slow that down.
This one, subtle is not the word, but it is toned down.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite, actually one of the things that made me laugh most was it didn't really have so much to do with the movie as the theater experience we had.
Yeah.
That's when he gets on the submarine and he's like, permission to come aboard, and the lady behind us is like, yes sir.
I think that was a gentleman.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm fairly certain that was a gentleman. Alicia told me it was a gentleman.
Oh, well.
But either way.
Yeah. It doesn't really change.
I told that story today. I told that story today to someone, and they were like, "Was that you?" And I'm like, "No, but in my head, yeah. Like, this dude's hot.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you think about Jason Momoa, he is like a striking looking dude.
Another long-haired hunk,
No. Get some cool tattoos. Get a cool culture and origin. I don't know.
I don't the muscles, man.
You just need the muscles, bro. I
think
you just need the muscles.
I could be Momoa's. I could be in my Momoa class.
You should be Momoa.
Yeah. Get to the gym, man.
I'll be the Black Man, you can be the Ocean Master.
Sweet.
Yeah, so let's talk about those individual characters real quick. What do you think about Jason Momoa as Aquaman? Do you think, you've already said that he did a better job in this film than he did in Justice League, and we both agree.
Yeah.
I think most people agree.
But he gets more focus in this movie.
He does.
He's not he has to shout I'm Aquaman here.
But he does in the film.
Yeah.
At the end, basically.
At the end.
What do you think about his performance?
I thought he did a really good job. It was, much more toned down. It was more, and you actually get to know him more, aside from him, just being around these other heroes,
Yeah.
It's like a day in the life of Aquaman.
You dress as a bat, you dig it. Oh no, Bruce Wayne.
And it has a lot of it has to do with his family thing too. This is a very family's like a big theme in this.
Yes,
it really is. It begins,
especially his bond with his dad.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna kill him off in this,
like in the comics.
Like they do. Yeah.
But he made it through.
We were talking after the film, we were like, this is the only true happy ending that Tom and Atlanta have.
Yeah.
Like his parents, they're both dead. They never reunite in the comic book.
That's
never
terrible.
see each other again. Actually, in the comic books, his mom's still alive, but she's in another world that you can only access through a wormhole.
Like
in
they
a
kinda do in this
like
movie.
in this, yeah, a little bit like they do in this movie. Spoilers. But yeah, like that's told, like their story has a different approach to it in the movie than it typically does.
And there's also, you know, the Black Manta and his father. Thing too with the knife and you know, it was like where his father's like dying. He's like, just kill that son of a bitch.
Yeah. We'll get to Black Manta in just a second, but first, what do you think about Jason Momoa? How do you think?
He's a striking dude, and he
is a striking dude.
Yes.
Utilize this thing as much as possible.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout.
But he's a good character in this film as Aquaman. Arthur Curry, his character in general, and I'm talking about all the kids that were him.
Yeah.
In the film.
Where he's like training and where that's
when he's growing up. I liked
that scene in the aquarium, dude.
Yeah, man. That scene in the aquarium, which I thought was kind of hammy and cheesy when I saw it.
It just felt like it was forced into the movie for me.
It looks like it needed to be there.
It did, but there was a lot of bits in the first act that felt like they were just shoehorned in to be like,
we gotta tell the
origin. Let's turn back now. Remember, kiddies, the origin.
Yeah.
It felt like it's written like a comic book.
It was written like a comic book.
But that's not always necessarily a good thing.
Right.
But it did make a rather enjoyable film,
but
with some issues for me.
It still made his character of Aquaman as Jason Momoa playing him, I should say.
Yeah.
He did a great job. He's not the strongest character or the strongest person.
He's not the strongest actor in the film. No.
He's not. But you get the rest of the group that works with him. That his interplay with other people works really well. And I don't know. I mean, he was a weak Aquaman, and they could have chosen a little better. But what we got from him is very serviceable.
I think I agree. Absolutely.
He's very serviceable.
It's very serviceable, and it's better than Justice League for sure. It's a little bit more subdued of an approach. It's still a little bit of a rock star.
Yeah.
But it actually came across a little bit more charming, a little bit more endearing, a little less annoying and obnoxious.
One part that I really did like in this movie was when he goes to the bar with his dad, he's having the beer.
I love that bit.
And the dudes walk up to him and like, I was like, oh god, are they gonna do the whole he beats the shit out of a bunch of dudes in the bar thing, and then like turns it around. Like,
yes. But even before that, when they're like, "Are you that fish boy?" and he gets up, and out of everything he could say in that moment, he goes, "It's Fish Man." I love that scene. And the picture sequence is so funny. Yeah, and then they wind up like, really fun stuff, man. I got a lot of your hair there.
He's a bro. That's what I was saying before, and it shows well that he lives on both sides. Like he's this gruff, rough and tumble guy, but then he has to learn to become royalty.
One of my favorite things is that they show through the character of Tom Curry, his father, played by someone from the same background as Jason Momoa, obviously, right? But it adds an element to the character of Aquaman. It adds a little bit of understanding to the character of Jason Momoa as Arthur Curry, right? There's a bridge to it. I love the relationship he has with his father. Yeah. When they go drinking together,
it's amazing.
Let me buy you breakfast, right? That's a real fun scene. That's really endearing.
Like, how is I can breathe underwater yet you still?
Let's talk about Tom and Atlanta real quick. Atlanta, of course, the mother of Aquaman, played by Nicole Kidman in an amazing role. The CG to make them look younger, her and the dad in the early bit, to me not as good.
That was better. That was better than Superman in his lip.
Yes, but not as good as what they've done in Ant-Man.
True.
What they're doing in Captain Marvel, just from the trailers.
But
what they did.
It's noticeable.
What they did in what's the movie where we see a young Tony Stark talking to his parents? That was Winter Soldier or Civil War.
That was Civil War.
That looks better to me.
Yeah.
Still looks awkward. Still looks a little weird.
Yeah.
Aside from that, how badass is Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
When she says, "Hand me my weapon," which is this thing right here.
Thing.
That scene is bad.
I'm gonna get my eye poked out.
She's so
yeah, you are. You are. I think Nicole Kidman did a great job, and whoever it was that played Tom Curry, they did a great job. Had a great dynamic together. What do you think?
Yeah, they were great. That was their chemistry was awesome. Like the way they meet and how he takes care of her, and everything about it. And then they raise a family, and it's little snippets, and you're telling me this story. I don't mind that story at all. Their love create.
I didn't do it.
Their love saved the world.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's true, and it's so cheesy.
It's a love that shouldn't have ever existed.
Yeah,
but they saved the world with their love. What do you think about?
They did.
What do you think about those characters and those performers?
Well, yeah, I mean, her character isn't like, you know, in the movie a whole lot, but she is pretty important to it. Like, she's there a lot in the beginning and the end.
She gives them this.
Yeah.
I just knocked over a white tiger's wing.
I guess that kind of spoils it, you know. She isn't dead in the beginning of the movie.
I think
she's not. Well, we were talking about spoilers.
Like, yeah.
Let's talk about the villains. First of all, Patrick Wilson is the Ocean Master, King Orm, Aquaman's half brother. Patrick Wilson is a mustache-twirling villain, as we like to say around here.
Yeah, he really
He's
is.
chewing scenery.
Welcome home,
And I think Wilson's enjoying every minute of it. I think Wilson knew from the get-go exactly what director James Wan was doing, what the writers, Jeff Johns and James Wan and the other guy were doing. Like, knew exactly the tone and the kind of movie they were going to make. And he was like, I'm going to be a comic book villain. And he played the hell out of it. And my lady referenced, does he always have to wear some weird goggles every time he's in a superhero movie? You know, because he was Night Owl. Yeah. I think Ocean Master, he's over the top. It's a little much. The dialogue is really cringy at times for me. But Patrick Wilson played exactly what he was written to be, which is a very mustache-twirling comic book villain. So to me, I think maybe there was too much put into this movie with setting up Black Manta, doing the whole, not just introducing Ocean Master, but setting up the whole battle for the throne. Yeah. Right? Very early on. And I still feel like there's a disconnect between the Momoa Aquaman in the beginning of the film and the Momoa Aquaman at the end of the film. I don't get how the dude who's taking pictures and drinking beers with those dudes becomes the dude at the end of the film. I don't really quite get that. But Patrick Wilson the entire time is just obnoxiously absurd and just extravagantly chewing scenery and just playing it exactly like Tommy Lee Jones played Two-Face. And I actually enjoyed it. What do you think about Patrick Wilson? As, call him Ocean Master.
Yeah, he was.
But he doesn't have this.
Oh my God, that's true. He was okay. He was very. He knew. Yeah, like you said, he knew where he was. Yeah. And he does that role. I liked him, even though all that stuff was going on. He just. Yeah, he enjoyed being a villain. He liked being king, and his hatred for Arthur is like palpable. Yeah. So it works out.
The bastard son of my mother.
The fight. They do throw in like a little bit of, you know, like he wished it could have been different, you know.
Yeah.
Like they wish it.
Yeah. I like the bit at the end where Arthur's like, "When you're ready, let's talk, bro."
Yeah, because it's his brother still.
Yeah.
You know, and he didn't get his mother killed. So, you know, you don't know. Spoilers.
Where I'm from, we could just call him an ass whooping. What do you think about Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like you said, he was there and he did he did the role of the villain, you know,
of the ocean.
He's that very arrogant, you know, the very arrogant fucking I'm the best suited to be the leader, you know. Yeah. That's what he does, and he kind of, you know, does it.
I love that the way that this world is thought out. Yeah. Like the architecture of Atlantis, it makes more sense. Yeah, always when we were doing those Aquaman comic book videos. Yeah. I told you I always hated in the Aquaman comics how they sit at a table on the floor. They have doors on the ground. Their hair's always just flat. It never feels and looks like it's underwater in the comic book sometimes, right? In the Jeff Johns run, it does. In the movie, it does. They did an exceptional job on that. And Patrick Wilson, though, when he puts on that mask, that Ocean Master mask, it actually looks cool. They didn't need to have it move.
Yeah, it was moving a lot.
That's what you needed to do in Spider-Man with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Right?
Have that move with the eyes.
Yeah. Ocean Master, though, just look cool. They boldly did the comic book costumes, and it worked.
Yeah.
Mira's in her comic book costume.
Yep.
Aquaman, by the end of the film's in his comic book costume.
Now, I didn't like her
Black
hair.
Manta.
I will say that.
Mira?
I did not like Mira's hair.
Too red.
It was
too
unnatural.
red,
too wiggy. Yeah. It was.
Let's talk about Amber Heard as Mira. What do you think?
She's great. As her character, I mean, she was... she's kind of on the level with Jason Momoa. Like, their chemistry was about right.
It was all right. The rose eating scene was like really, really charming.
Yeah.
It was really sweet.
Yeah. So, and they work well together as well.
I hope in the next film, like, she's preparing a banquet for some people, and she's got, like, roses and, like, flowers. Like, she eats flowers now, and Arthur can never, like, admit to her, like, we don't eat flowers. We don't eat flowers. We carry badass tridents. What do you think about So you like Amber Heard? I thought she was actually a little flat in her performance, just a little bit, I mean, but mostly because of the way the character was written. We know that Mira is way more powerful than Aquaman. And at times in the movie, she is.
There's one thing I really liked was the wine spears.
Yes, but she should have been able to do more of that throughout the whole movie. She's being chased by people that are in armor.
It's like she's holding back.
Water. No, she's not holding back.
Water.
It's like they don't want to allow her to like be able to save the day at every moment because
she doesn't really have many opportunities, really.
Whatever.
She's stronger than Aquaman.
They don't show you in the film that she has to concentrate super, super hard. Yeah. They don't show you that it wears her out. They show you that she can move water and at times move it very vigorously and make blades out of wine. Yeah. There's so many like situations where they could have been like pulled out by her just being the badass. Comic book Mirror, this movie would only been 50 minutes long. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She'd be like, you don't want to go? That's fine, I'll handle it. So we're not quite at the Mirror that we have in the comic books, and that's just a little bit, as far as just the writing. The performance is okay, I guess. I
liked her.
I just feel
I liked her. The only thing I didn't like about her with Momoa, they work well together.
Okay.
And then I like how she wants like the good, and she doubts him, but she doubts him very little.
And her dad, Nereus, played by Dolph
Lundgren.
In the comic books, that's her lover, wannabe lover, and not her dad, which is a little weird, but it still works for the movie.
Make it.
Nereus, remember, was the dude that wanted. He was the king of Zebel. So they do some things, but they fit her in and it works. How do you like Mira in the movie?
Oh yeah, I like Mira.
You loved her in the comics because she's one of the best parts.
She's one of my favorite DC characters.
Yes, dude, and that's recent, right? Yeah.
But yeah, I thought she could have used a little more, but I think the actress did a good job.
I think everybody in this film could have used a little bit more, except for Ocean Master.
Yeah, he was giving it his all.
I think he had enough. Yeah. Speaking of
just enough.
Yeah, just enough. Black Manta. Maybe too much, maybe not enough in this movie. The dialogue with him and his father, that whole scene is a little too much for me.
I like that.
Damn you!
Damn you! Damn you!
And when Arthur looks back and he's like, the sea for mercy. That's a line that works in the comic book, right? Yeah. But not so much in maybe a live action. But I did think that what's his name that plays it? It's Abdul Mateen.
Yeah.
Is it Yahya?
There you go.
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
Because I said I wasn't gonna say it. Because man, I mean, mess up.
Because I don't know if it's Yahya or if it's like Yahya.
I'm sure it's Yahya.
Abdul Mateen did a great job for what he had, but that scene with his dad was written very, very terribly. But Aquaman.
Oh, Dad, this is nice.
His number one villain is Black Manta. And Black Manta is so awesome. And one of my favorite things about this movie is that I went to Regal Cinemas and I was able to get this pop. This unmasked Black Manta pop. How cool is that, right?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.
You gonna leave it in the box, though?
No, let's open it up. We're going to open it
up. We'll put it back in the box.
We'll open this up Sunday night for the live stream, Robbie Rants Live. Do you guys want to be here for the live stream on Sunday night? Little holiday gift. You guys got plans on Sunday night?
I got to work till... Yeah. I got no plans.
What time y'all?
7?
7?
I usually go on at 7.
Okay, 7.
We just do it all together.
Okay.
We do a live stream, end of the year, Merry Christmas live stream, the 3 of us. You want to do that? We're setting this up right and we'll open this up.
Sure.
Do you want to do that?
Let's do it.
That's Sunday night, 7 o'clock.
Sunday night, 7 o'clock.
You guys heard it here, right? That really literally just happened.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. We'll open this then, and we'll talk more about this thing.
Just try it!
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Black Manta. Okay, so in the comic book, he's got the thinnest of things. In the comic book, he's indirectly responsible for the death of Aquaman's dad. So Aquaman goes indirectly is responsible for the death of his dad.
Their whole thing is kind of like the whole trail of vengeance going around.
It's like dude from Princess Bride, but it's both of them at all times. Like, my name is Arthur Curry, you killed my father. He goes, my name is Black Manta, You killed my father. Prepare to die. They handle that well. All Black Manta wants is Aquaman's death.
That's it.
And there's that great line in that comic book where he's like, I only die for Aquaman. And they capture that line a little bit when he's like, I don't want your money. They still leave it though. I hope he picked that money up. And he's like, you can get some weapons.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right? What do you think about Abdul Martin as Black Manta? What do you think about Black Manta in this film?
Black Manta was underused for me.
This has got a life of its own.
It's like moving on
Put
its
it over
own.
there.
It's like, it's sitting here. How is it like falling down?
You guys
It's sentient.
It's like moving on its own.
Yeah.
It's got the power of Atlantis.
Just
Maybe
Black
the
Manta.
true king is here, and it senses his presence.
Which one is it?
It's me, obviously.
Oh, obviously. What do you think about Black Manta?
I don't know. I only have been asked 3 times. Black Manta is...
This is our first hour and a half movie.
Yeah. Gosh. Black Manta, he was underused in the movie. I think that he should have been the main villain in a lot of ways. Like, the way his action scenes are amazing. I love
Oh my god, they are.
all the action that Black Manta provides. The
Were they in
character
Sicily
itself,
during that bit? Like when he... Oh, dude. That right?
That whole
right?
fight in Sicily was worth my time. And
Of course, America ended all of it like that.
Yeah,
whatever.
but it is what it is. The way he gets his suit is interesting.
Yeah.
The way he's just like given this suit, and then he's like, "Well, I'm just gonna like gyro the hell out of it."
They kind of take
And he does.
They
He
kind of
makes
take the role of scavenger
Yeah,
in the Throne of Atlantis story and merge it with Black Manta, which I
it's
think works
awesome.
very well.
Yeah, so
He's great.
He's great,
and the actor has an intensity about him that we know will really come through once he gets the spotlight. But Black Man is not the
he's
villain.
not the villain of this.
He's not the villain. It's Ocean Master.
Yeah.
Or my bad, Ocean Master. King Orm. What do you think about Black Man in this film, Brooks?
I liked him, for what he got. He was kind of, the secondary villain.
Yeah.
Not that, he wasn't important, because he was, but Orm was the main focus of,
Right.
Villain.
Would you have liked... This is what I was talking with Jelani before you even got here, right, tonight at the studio. I was thinking, maybe this film would have been better if it would have focused more on building this rivalry.
Just do this.
With Black Man and him, and introducing us to Orm.
Yeah.
And revealing at the end that Orm is the one who hired him. And setting up something more. Now, I am pleased that DC is no longer counting their chickens before they hatch.
Yeah.
But I really feel like they were like, this may be the only chance we ever have to do an Aquaman movie. So we need to put everything in there. Because one thing I do want to mention real quick, the 7 seas, the 7 kingdoms, that's an idea introduced in the comic book, never explained. The first time you ever meet the Deserters, the Lost Kingdom, the Brine, or what was the 4th one?
The Trench.
The Trench.
No, we knew the Trench. The Trench, Zebul, Atlantis, and then it's the Brine, the Fisherman.
The Fisherman. Yeah.
The Fisherman. The first time ever that has been introduced into the mythology of Aquaman is this movie.
Who knew?
Right?
Yeah, I think it does real good with, introducing the whole, world of Aquaman.
Yeah, but they just didn't get enough time with that. Maybe if you could have focused less on Ocean Master or less on Black Manta.
Yeah.
I don't know. But Black Manta, I wouldn't want an Aquaman movie without this character
Yeah,
doing what he
like,
did.
yeah,
with
But
the
you
story.
introduce this world, and
That's like
you
having
can
the first
build on
Batman movie
that.
without the Joker,
This
Yeah.
movie is as much of an origin story for Black Manta
Yeah.
as it is for Aquaman, to be honest with you. It's more of an origin story for Black Manta.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they've kind of established Aquaman already.
Yeah.
Like, Justice League.
Absolutely.
So they can, just build on him from there.
One of my biggest problems with this movie is the music. I like the score pretty decently. I really hate the random influx of pop music. I like the idea that Black Manta can get down to some Depeche Mode. I really do like that. But the Pitbull Africa cover thrown in there in the middle, I guess when they're going to the Sahara Desert.
Yeah. To the desert. I miss the rain.
Pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Right? What do you think about the music? What
It
do you
was.
think about the music?
It's serviceable.
It was not serviceable. I didn't like the score or the pop music. It just it did not, you couldn't tell you were in a scene. It didn't feel it takes you out of the movie.
Yeah.
You don't need music that takes you out of a movie or make me think about that music changing something.
Yeah.
Dark Knight, for example, that's music throughout.
Yeah, what would happen if in the middle of Dark Knight,
story,
in the middle of Dark
you
Knight,
play Toto.
Move Like Jagger came on?
Joker just listening to it on the radio or something.
Yeah, right? Like, how would that feel? You know? I mean, they put Prince in that first Batman film, but I think that was a little bit different.
Yeah. It just,
what do you think about the costume for Aquaman, man?
You mean
they put him in the gold and green, man.
The
gold and green.
Orange and green.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it looked really good, actually.
Representing Stone Middle School.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go Gators. This school doesn't exist anymore. It's a brewery. Anyway, yeah. My old middle school's a brewery. That's how hardcore we are.
Yeah.
Lee's done too,
That's
man.
true.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist anymore.
Seriously?
It's a new Lee.
Yeah.
They rebuilt it.
They rebuilt it.
Or high
tore
school.
down
We went to high school together.
Yeah,
we didn't go to high school together because he went to some...
Brewer.
Brr.
Brr.
That's funny. My old middle school became a brewery, and he went to Brewer. Anyway,
as far as I know, it's still there.
We've talked about the characters. We've talked about the costume. What do you think about it? You like the costume? How's it work?
Yeah, it's fine. I like
it, right?
I like
you
the,
said
the
yeah, right?
Justice League.
I did like it.
I like the Justice League one a little better because it's
really
more, it's
that was a little too much.
X-Men
1
the Peter David leather strap with the fucking metal shoulder pad.
No, the best costume we've had is BVS, man. It is just the shirtless with the like little strap.
Yeah.
That's the best one. But they made the classic Aquaman costume work, man. And dude,
it looks good, and it makes him look bigger.
Permission to come aboard? Yes, absolutely, right. So
you can do whatever you want, Jason Momoa.
Let's just go ahead. We've spent a lot of time. I'm sure there's more we can really get into about this movie, but join us for the live stream on Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central Time.
I'll be a little late.
You're on Pop Culture Philosophy. You'll be a little late.
I'll be there.
You'll be a little bit late.
I'll be there.
Do we need to make it 7:30?
I'll make a grand entrance, man.
Do we need to make it 7:30?
We can make it 7:30.
You want to make it 7:30? Was that better for you?
Better.
What time works for you?
Can we do 8?
Let's do it. 8 o'clock Central Time. Sunday
8
night.
o'clock?
Right?
All right.
You down?
We changed it again.
You down?
Yeah, I'm down.
8 o'clock Central Time. Anyway.
We'll all be here.
Let's rate the movie. We do your digs here, which is very appropriate for Aquaman.
Yes.
I dig it or dirt.
Out of 5 possible you digs, Jelani, what do you rate Aquaman?
Oh, man.
The 2018 version.
This will get like... I'll give this like 3.5.
3.5.
3.5 you digs. It's a good movie. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, 3.5 is good. That's solid.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. I'll give it the same rating I gave Wonder Woman. It is of the DC offerings. This is one of the better ones, and I can't wait to see this new Joker movie.
Oh man, me too,
I
man.
Can't wait for that. So,
oh my goodness, the Todd Phillips Joker movie with
yes,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Man, it's good. I think it's gonna be clean. So, I mean, it's in that range. Like, if you want a good time, yes, go watch this film. It is fun.
I think a lot of people are gonna love this film.
It's a crowd pleasing film, and that's what DC needed to do.
Yeah.
To get back on track, and this is if they're getting back on track, this was the way to do it. So,
3.5. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Brooks, out of 5 possible you digs, what do you rate Aquaman?
I'll give it 3.
3.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's fun, but it's not, especially compared to, some of the high bar of comic book movies now.
Infinity War, Black Panther, Into the Spider-Verse.
It falls short of, like a Black Panther and Infinity War.
Or Spider-Verse, which I do believe we have confirmation it was the first time we've all rated a movie perfect.
Perfect 5.
Yeah. But
that means that's our favorite movie.
It's our favorite movie so far. Yeah.
Collectively.
Yeah. But it's good. It's a good, solid comic movie. It's better than it has any business being, because it'd be so easy for them to have messed this character up.
Ruined it.
And the fact that they did such a good job with him is really promising.
They could have, for instance, called him AC the whole time.
Ugh.
And it could have been all on the beach, and he could have been like... Yeah. It could have been like that pilot for that TV series. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Hey, AC, what you doing? I'm here on Mercy Reefy, drinking smoothies, looking at babes.
Well, I'm surprised they didn't do
why did they put Garth in the movie, man?
Yeah.
Oh... Why didn't Garth could have been cool, but let's build. Oh, we didn't talk about Willem Dafoe. My bad.
No, we did.
Willem Dafoe in this
How
movie.
Why not talk about
a very understated, brilliant performance from Willem Dafoe.
He's the best character in the film.
Yes.
He's the best.
Volko is the best.
Volko is the best character in the film.
Yes.
William Dafoe knocked it out of the park. If there was anybody else in the film that was worth the damn, it was Willem
the only
Dafoe.
person who could have played it
The way he played it.
Other than Willem Dafoe, could have been Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
It'd been the only other actor who could have handled that.
You need that kind of gravitas in that,
yes.
in the mentor role that he played.
I just wish we would have got more of that mentor.
Yeah.
Because in the moment where he looks at Ocean Master, he's like, I don't deny it.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, shit. Anyway, so 3.5, 3. I'm right there with Brooks, right under you, 3. I'm going 3 because it's an alright movie. It's not a bad movie. It's not necessarily a good movie, but it is an enjoyable film that really does strike an adventurous tone. And if they would have stuck with that adventurous tone throughout the whole thing, and maybe subdued a little bit of Ocean Master, made the Black Manta stuff a little bit more organic, a little bit more believable, I think it would have been fine. Mira was fine. Aquaman was fine. It's some problems with the villains, some problems with just the structure of the story that really kind of pegs it down for me. It's not Black Panther. No, it's not Infinity War. It's not Into the Spider-Verse. But it's better. My 2 favorite comic books from both main companies, Fantastic Four, Aquaman. It's better than any Fantastic Four film. So I'll give it a 3. 3 you dig. 3, 3, 3.5 for an average of 3.175933247. Legends 53 1-800 call Goldberg. Anyway,
don't get that earworm in people's heads, man.
That's only local. This is only local.
601.
It's like a virus. Don't spread it.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We want to know what you think about Aquaman and how many you digs out of 5 do you give it. Let us know in the comments down below. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. This is
Jelani Bullard.
This is
Brooks.
And join us at 8 p.m. Central Time Sunday evening for our Christmas special live chat, where you get to chat live with me, Jelangsta, and the Brooksta. And I'm the lyrical gangsta murderer. And we'll do all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about what our favorite 90s R&B songs if you want.
Let's do it.
That's what we do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out the video. We are Pop Culture Philosophers. Join us at the PCP Army over at Facebook. We have a lot of fun there, don't we, Jelani?
Yeah, we do.
Go to Facebook, type in PCP Army, like it, send us a request. We'll approve it. We have a lot of fun talking about pop culture, sharing memes. You can interact with me, Jelani, other members of the Excitable PCP crew, our friends, fans, and family as well. So thank you guys so much for checking us out. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at @TheRockinRobbie. And just thank you guys so much. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And join us at PopCulturePhilosophers.com for podcasts, blogs, and a whole lot more. You dig? Umbrellas. What am I supposed to say? You dig?
Yeah, umbrellas is for comics.
Umbrellas comes for visit, man.
Yeah, I always mess that up. You dig?
Just throw like all of your signs.
Yeah. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on reading. Keep on living. Keep pop culturing. Go, go, Power Rangers.